Alright, so I'm going to be removing the back tire from this wheel. Take off the valve cap. Let's depressurize this. So I'm going to unscrew the valve cord just a little bit. Makes it easier to push down the valve cord. I don't usually unscrew the valve cord all the way because when it's under full pressure and you screw it out of the way, that pressure potentially shoots the valve cord out. I mean, you put your finger on it to hold it, and usually it doesn't shoot out, but just that's a sort of a just in case scenario. Sometimes you know your finger might slip or whatever, and if it's under that much pressure, it's going to shoot out and it's going to ricochet and it potentially could bounce in your eye. I mean, you could put on safety glasses, you know, but still, I think this is safe practice to depressurize it first. So it's mostly depressurized. Right, so there's the valve cord. Set that aside. So let's keep it safe. Right, so that's the little nut right here. So there's a little nut on the valve stem. That's the 12mm, I believe. Yeah, my wrench. The 12mm. Yep, it's a 12mm. Jeez, why the hell did they make it so damn tight? I usually only just hand tighten this nut. That's usually enough. So let's take that out of the way as well, because I need to take the tube out. So let's get that out of the way. Okay, since this is a tube tire, I don't have to worry about the beads, you know, sitting in place. So now it's just, you know, there's nothing holding the tire in now. The thing that was holding the tire was actually the tire pressure. So we're good there. So I have here underneath it, the new tire. I'm using that as a standoff, so that way my brake rotors right here don't hit the ground. I could also flip this around the other way as well, but I'm gonna do it this way, I think. That's good there. All right. So what else do I need now? I need to just spray this with some soapy water. That's the key with mounting and dismounting tires is lube. Always have adequate lube and you'll be fine. I'm also using some Motion Pro rim savers. These will help keep the rims from getting marred by the tire levers. So I rotated the tire around where the valve stem is not over on this side, because I'm gonna take this side off first. Well, that's interesting. The stock tire has a weight point. The new tires I put on didn't have a weight point. This one doesn't have it either. You look on here, there's no marking. There's no marking, you know, there's no red dot or orange dot tell you which is the lightest point, because the lightest point you align with the with the stem, but this new tire doesn't have that. I do see a different marking though. I see on this new tire, I see like a quality control marking. It's like Q something. That's the quality control. That's usually the individual has different markings that they have. So they check over the tire and they stamp it, meaning, you know, it looks good. So that's, I see that. But that's usually not the weight marking. And this new tire is a dot. It is a dot tire. It says dot tire right here. So I'm surprised it doesn't have the weight marking. I might just use that quality control stamp just as a reference point. I should have done that with my front tire, but I didn't. Let's see. So I lubed it up already. Let's get these rim savers on here. So this one here first. There. Do this. I'm gonna squeeze the tire, so that way I have it gives me more slack. What I do as I'm squeezing the tire in, I'm squeezing the bead of the tire so that way it's towards the center of the rim. The center of the rim is the smallest diameter of the rim, so it gives me more slack, and each time I squeeze it in, I actually get more slack here at the lever. That's why my lever is almost straight up right now. Earlier it wasn't, because I had less slack. So I did that. Bring that up like so, and I'm bringing it all the way up because I don't want the hook of the spoon here to be pushing up on the sidewall of the tire, because if you do that, the tube is chances are the tube is in there. It's gonna pinch in between, and you're gonna puncture your tube. So I'm gonna bring it up just enough. So let's do it on this side as well. Oops. So just enough to bring the rim over, but it's not enough to puncture my, hopefully not puncture my tube. Come on. I freaking hate working with tubeless tires or tubes. Working with tubes just sucks. Okay, I got it in there. So, alright, that's good there. Okay, I'll take these out. That's enough of the bead that's overhanging the rim that I don't have to worry about the bead slipping back into the rim anymore. So actually what I did right there was actually just poked it through to make sure that the spoon, so the tires like that, I want to make sure that the spoon slips over where the bead is. So once I have that, I can put my rim saver on here, like that. All right, I just keep on doing that basically. Move this thing out of the way. I don't need that full size one anymore. So now I should be okay with just using one. I have enough space now, I think. Just using one. Like that. Like so. To the last one or so right now. Let's see. Yeah, one more maybe. I should be at the last one. Yeah, there we go. Last one. Okay, that's done there. Now we pull out the tube. Hopefully my tube is okay. So before I put this back in, I'm gonna have to pump the tube up. Just double check, make sure I didn't puncture it where I took this thing out. So let's set that aside. We're safe. Okay, so now I have to do the other bead to get this out. So again, I'm gonna stick the spoon there and give myself some space here. So the spoon is past the bead on the underside. I'm gonna push my lever like so, give him some space over here. So, let's see, yep, so my bead is past the other side, so I'm good there. I could, basically lever that up. So I'm just gonna leave it right there. Move this around. Same thing on this side. Actually, let me bring this in so I could get some, so I can hook that bead. The bead is hooked. Let's have some space right here, like so. That. Okay. Oh, this thing is soft enough. I think this tire is soft enough where I could just pull on right here. Oh, I need a lube. We got to lube this side. Lube lube. Now I can just pull this on this, I think. Nope, not enough. I need a little bit more slack. Alright, so I can't use those rim savers anymore. I need to get another one. So again, I'm gonna stick my lever in here so that way I could clear that first speed. To that bottom bead, I mean. Come on. Okay, it's clear. I can take this one. Shoot, this one's not gonna fit. It's so wide. I need to put this one in first. Okay, put that one in first. Then stick my lever in there. Okay, clear. Okay, now I think my rim is far enough where I can just pull it off. There it goes. So that's it. That's the removing the unmounting the tire. All right, that's pretty easy, right? It's all about technique and having enough lube. Don't underestimate the lube.